Okay, hi, Mick and Bill here.
Mick and Bill here.
Yeah, is it Bill and Mick?
Whatever.
Now, you got your affiliate business going, or you're trying to break into an affiliate business, or you're trying to create your own information products. So how do you get people to actually find you so that you can sell them the products? That's one of the biggest challenges there are. And Mick and I both struggle with this, and we've got a lot of suggestions and recommendations and things that work. They require some effort, but they work very well.
So how do people find you?
I run around naked until I don't do any of that stuff.
Grizzly.
No, actually, I think the biggest source of people being able to find out who I am is through my blog. Over the last 5 years, I built a blog that's probably one of the highest traffic blogs in the country. I'm in the top 5,000 in the world, and it's the #1 internet marketing blog if you look at it through Alexa and stuff. And my name is associated with that, and I have a reputation which has been built over the last 5 years of providing really, really good, useful content on that website. So people can find me to solve problems and be educated, and ultimately they know who I am, and as my name's tagged to certain things, it becomes easier and easier for them to find me. That's one approach that I believe every really good marketer ought to consider is building a brand identity through their central, what I'm going to call authority-based website. And it should be based on your name. Now, I know some people like to go with pen names and don't want to be known. Or I'm not afraid of what I do or what I say or anything along those lines. Not at all. So I have my website, and it is who I am, and I share myself openly, and that builds a relationship between myself and the visitors of the sites. And as a result of that, when my name's associated with an email, it tends to generate more income. So that's my advice: is to consider really pouring your heart out into a business-oriented blog based around your name. What do you do?
I don't do anything. I just sit and watch.
You just sit and watch. Well, I do know you're very good at social marketing.
No, actually, the way I started off was kind of the same thing. I wanted to brand my own name. I didn't want to hide behind a pen name. God forbid I'd forget what it was, anyway, and I'd have to, one lie would build on another lie. I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to come out completely transparent from the get-go. And what I did is I just wrote a book that was kind of loosely based on my struggles of, the 9-to-5 job, completely hating what I did. The bosses didn't appreciate the amount of work I did. And then finally I was so frustrated I ended up getting fired from the thing, which was the best day of my life. Thank God. I still thank those guys today every day when I wake up.
We've both been fired, huh?
I know. Yeah. It feels good. Don't be embarrassed to get fired. That's just a really good opportunity to go and do something for real. But what I did is I just wrote a book about it. It was just a small 130-page parable about basically internet marketing and how I discovered that by building a simple website and putting my products and services online, I could generate a full-time income, and that an income like what a doctor makes. We're talking up into the 6 figures, basically within the first year. And all it took was having the balls to just reinvent myself and not go crying off to the unemployment line. I didn't collect unemployment, by the way, which was my incentive to do something fast because I had a mortgage. I had just bought a new house. I mean, oh my God, it was terrifying. But it made me stronger, made me smarter, and I really wrapped my head around the internet, and I never looked back. And just, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I mean, it's not rocket science, especially these days, because you don't have to do search engine optimization. You can buy tools that do it for you. You don't have to do keyword research because you can buy tools that do it for you. You just have to learn how to do the tools. It's just like learning email. Oh, that's too hard. I don't want to do it. Hello, catch up with it. It's like driving a car with a clutch. I mean, remember how hard it was the first time you drove a car with a clutch? I'll never figure this out. And now we're going down the road, shifting gears, talking on the cell phone, texting, drinking coffee. God forbid someone's got a video going on the back of a sun visor, but you don't even think about shifting. You're thinking about what's going on in your day. And the internet's the same kind of thing. You don't really think about all this stuff that you learn because it kind of comes through osmosis. But once you get up and going and just really start killing it out there and you start getting a brand and people start recognizing you and trusting you, it builds a whole new way of doing business online. and you'll start getting more and more traffic. You create a blog and you talk about stuff that people want to know about, not what you want to share with them, what they want to learn. And you redirect them to your websites that have the solutions to their problems. And I think that's one of the best ways that I know of for driving traffic. Definitely start building yourself a reputation and getting some social proof out there for helping people. And once that happens, you're going to start building a list automatically, as long as you're capturing that information. If you're just letting people come to your website and you're just saying hello, guess what? You're not going to build a list, and the chances of those people buying anything are going to be fairly slim.
It's the same thing with social media too. I mean, if you look at the reputation building I've done with my blog, social media, especially Facebook, is an incredible opportunity for you to interact with your fans or your followers and be able to communicate with people in a very constructive way to build your reputation in the industry. I'm fairly new to doing the social media stuff, but I can see the incredible value, especially with Facebook, because of the opportunity to create fan pages and literally have hundreds of thousands of people that will see all your content. And if you're treating them with respect, like we do at our blog, or we're just posting good free content, it builds that reputation or that relationship with them to where when you do have something you want to offer them, they're going to be more receptive to it. But it also, if you go to Google and you type your name in there, what you'll discover is if you have a Facebook account, is Facebook will be like number 1 or number 2 for your name, which is amazing. That goes to show, that wasn't the case even 6 months, 2 years ago. It goes to show how important that social media is going to be as far as building your brand and your reputation, and also for tying that brand and reputation to high quality, reputable products as well.
Well, you're problem solving. So, I mean, I don't know how many times a day someone will hit me on Facebook, and I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. I'll go there and I'll kind of check in once a day. And people will ask, hey man, can you recommend this, recommend that? And I do. I take 5 seconds out of my day and say, this is what I recommend, or here's where I would go. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, I've got a solution to what their problem is. So guess where I direct them? Back to one of my websites for one of my products or bills. And both of our websites will capture that person's information, and then you can get them into your funnel. And you already know what they're doing, what their problem is, what they're searching to do, and you can guide them in that direction. Guess what? You just did some really good social proof with somebody. You built some reputation, and you've helped someone solve a problem. Think they're going to come back and buy something from you again? Absolutely.
Sure. Now, there's another issue, another thing that you can do, which most people would think is kind of out of the realm of possibility, and that's infomercials.
Yeah.
Television. I mean, it's probably one of those levels that you got to evolve to. It's not like the first thing you're going to do is start shooting infomercials. But once you get to that level, you have really the ultimate spread, the ability to build your reputation and have people looking for you instead of you trying to find them.
Yeah, that's pretty much like surfing versus boogie boarding. That's the next level. We'll get into that one on another video. But I hope that was good information. You guys can chew on that for a little bit.